There are stories from prison, and then there are the stories they won't put in documentaries, the ones too bizarre, too disturbing, too real to believe. This one isn't about gangs. It's not about riots. It's not even about violence the way you've seen it in movies. No, this is about a man so unassuming, so physically fragile, so mentally gone that not even his cellmates saw him coming. Because when we think of a predator behind bars, we imagine the usual suspects: the muscular menace, the violent lifter, the loud one with tattoos crawling up his neck. But this predator was old, sick, and suffering from dementia. He shuffled when he walked. He forgot his name half the time. He barely spoke, but the damage he caused was permanent. And every inmate who ever shared a cell with him woke up different the next morning. Some refused to speak about it. Some begged not to go back in. And one inmate finally had enough. What happened next changed how I looked at predators forever. Welcome back to the Guardian File. This isn't a theory. This isn't based on a book. This is a real story from real prison life from someone who was there to witness it. Hit that like button, tap subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video because this is one true crime story the public has never heard. Let's get into it. Now, when we think of a predator in prison, we usually picture the same thing. Some huge muscle-bound, violent dude who uses force, threats, or gang power to dominate other inmates. But this story flips that image on its head. This guy, a frail, elderly white inmate, looked like he should have been in a nursing home, not on a prison yard. He had dementia, moved slow, barely talked, didn't cause problems. So naturally, when it came time to assign cellmates, nobody batted an eye, especially the black inmates who often shared cells with older guys just to keep the peace. To them, he was a safe bet. A quiet old man who just wanted to sleep and be left alone, right? Wrong. See, every time we'd assign someone new to a cell that next morning without fail, the new inmate would go straight to the officer station. And they'd say the same thing every single time. I'm not going back in that cell. They wouldn't explain, wouldn't snitch, wouldn't even whisper what went down. And for a while, we brushed it off as weird behavior. But other inmates, oh, they knew. They knew exactly why these dudes refused to stay with the old man. Because they'd seen it before. He'd done it before, and it was always the same. This elderly man every night would wait until lockdown, until the cell was dark and his cellmate was asleep. Then he'd crawl from his bunk and force himself on them. Not with fists, not with a weapon. Not in the traditional ways we imagine when we hear prison rape. No, he performed oral sex without consent while they were unconscious, while they were asleep. Repeatedly. And the shame, the shock, the sheer disbelief kept most of his victims silent. When the truth finally came out from one inmate who couldn't take it anymore, we were all stunned. Even we, the officers who'd seen just about everything on a prison compound, had never heard anything like this. Because this wasn't violence the way people understand it. It wasn't what you expect from an 85-year-old with dementia. But that's what made it so dangerous. He didn't ask, he didn't care, and he didn't stop. Eventually, he got reported. He and his latest victim were both sent to medical, then to the special housing unit, or SHU, for safety and investigation. But even in lockdown, the same thing happened again, except this time he tried it with the wrong one. His next cellmate wasn't silent. He wasn't scared. And he damn sure wasn't forgiving. The old man got beaten so badly, his face was swollen beyond recognition, his jaw wired shut. And guess what? He wasn't doing it anymore after that. You'd think that'd be the end of it, but no. He got transferred to a new prison. Same rules, same setup. And what did he do with his very first cellmate? Tried it again. Except this time, he didn't just get beat. He got killed. The cycle ended, not with discipline, not with understanding, but with blood. And honestly, no one was surprised. Because a violation is a violation, no matter how old or sick the predator is. This is one of the most disturbing stories I've ever had to tell, but it's also one of the most important because predators don't always look like monsters. Sometimes they're hunched over, mumbling, drooling, and still doing damage in the dark. This was real. This was witnessed. And this was the kind of prison abuse no one talks about. If this story shocked you, and let's be honest, how could it not? Then drop a comment, share your thoughts, and subscribe for more true crime, real inmate stories, and raw prison documentaries. You've been watching The Guardian File. Stay sharp, stay informed, and stay safe.